We live in a world that is constantly moving, and it's not just the rustling, bustling of existence needed to survive, not just the people that need to get from one place to the next, not just the world that is rotating on its axis and gravitating around the sun, not just the entirety of the universe constantly expanding, but the very atoms that make up the entirety of our existence, that makes up all matter in the universe, are also constantly in motion. Even in the vacuum of space, particles pop in and out of existence. So it's no wonder that so many people have no idea what true stillness is. So many people have no idea how to truly be still in the world. For when they try to physically restrain their movement to stillness, it becomes a matter of time. How long do they have to do this? How long can they do this? And in this, they are always moving forward through time, and thus are never truly still. For their heart beats, their lungs expand, and their body ages. In this, there can be no stillness. And because of that, our lives often feel separate from God. But when you correct the belief that stillness is a physical act, when you understand that nothing in the material world that you experience is ever still, then the question becomes, what is still in the world? And that answer, when understood, lies the potential for true liberation. For there is only one thing that is forever unchanging, and it is the eternal now, the infinite moment of which all is happening. Everything within the now is always changing, but the now is infinite. It doesn't change. It doesn't move. It always is, was, and will be. Our thoughts and perceptions blind us to the now, putting us into a world of time and change, of an existence always in motion, with our thoughts of the past and the future, keeping us lost to the true essence of now, never understanding the true stillness that must come for us. It was stillness that God called for in order to know Him in Psalms. It was stillness that was requested by God to fight one's battles. Stillness of the mind and the self that was said in the Upanishads to be the highest state one could ever achieve. For the mind itself can be still. Concerns can be let go of. It is in the act of surrender that one truly finds stillness, which is why, for most people, they never truly can find it. Because true stillness requires a leap of faith that many have spent their life running away from, that they can let go of everything and still be here. It is a weird and terrifying experience for most. We spend our childhoods told to pull ourselves together, our teen years told that we have to fit in, our adult years that we have to keep it all together. And so the idea of letting go becomes terrifying and impossible. People panic the moment it comes time to truly surrender their beliefs, to let go of themselves, as if they're actually letting go of something and falling down a bottomless pit. But when you are willing to let go of everything that you think and believe, let go of everything you hope for and want, let go of everything that you are and you thought you are, then you can know true stillness, because true stillness is only achieved in this state. Few ever achieve it. And because of this, few ever truly understand God's movement in their life. For to be still is to still all that you are, to let go of even trust, to just let everything be. That is the truth of stillness. It's not a revelation. It's not an experience. It's not an action taken. It's what is when everything else isn't. But it all begins with letting go. We hold on to so many things in this life, every event and memory coded into the narrative we call ourselves. And in this sense of self, we find ourselves trapped within a world that is more illusion than reality. That is not what it seems. And because of that, we suffer. Because we've divorced ourselves from our true stillness and no longer see our true nature, we suffer. We suffer the ups and downs of life, taking seriously what the gods made for fun. We suffer the trials and tribulations instead of learning and growing from them. We suffer because when you cannot experience stillness, you're constantly trying to change that which can't be changed. You build desires and attach yourself to those desires, and in doing that, you suffer those desires. You swim heartily to religion, to books and texts, hoping that there you will understand better and suffer less. But God cannot be found in words. It is in stillness and silence that God appears. Stillness and silence that peace succeeds. When you truly allow your thoughts to come and go like a log down a river, seeing it 1 second and letting disappear the next, what you find is that the mind is like dirty water. The easiest way to clean it is to let it rest and not engage. For when you can allow everything to pass through, when you don't judge things for right or wrong, good or bad, painful or pleasant, instead of allowing them to be just what they are. When you can, for a moment, not narrate your own life to yourself, allowing events to come and pass in front of you, experiencing them fully in the moment, and then letting them go afterwards. What you will notice in that moment is something you've only ever had the slightest peek of. Those moments when everything feels perfect, entering the state of flow in which you're in direct experience with the present moment, where the mind doesn't have to process your actions. It doesn't have to define them. It doesn't have to understand them. It just does them, and all there is the truth of you in action. The truth that you've often never understood, that you are this moment, this eternal now, the very nature of the universe of itself, taking consciousness and form. When you truly can let go, and of everything that you've always thought needs to be, and just be what you truly are, you achieve true stillness of the mind, and you become the very motion and action of God itself, seeing the truth of your existence, that you are not some separate being living a separate existence on this planet, that you are not suffering this world and this life. You are not this life, not this body, not this idea of you that you call you. You are this moment, this now, the very infinite nature of existence. And in that, when you truly are ready to take that step and let go, you can realize you're perfect and complete.